Welcome everybody to another World of Tanks replay. My name is Maxwell and this one is from the user Captain Spettznaz, and he's driving the Cromwell on a standard battle on the Serene Coast. So I've had a couple of Cromwell replays lying around on the hard drive for a while that I've wanted to bring to you. Both of them pretty good games, but slightly different in their own right. The reasons why they're good games are slightly different. But so I've been trying to decide over the past couple of weeks about which one to bring you and why that I should use that one over the other one. But at the end of the day, I decided the easiest thing to do would just be not to make the decision at all and bring you both replays. That's why you may have noticed the length of this video is slightly longer than a normal World of Tanks replay video. So don't forget at the end of this replay, after the score screens have been displayed, to stick around because there will be another Cromwell game coming right up after it. So if you don't normally like to watch the score screens, then just skip straight past them. But like I said, there is another Cromwell game coming up right after this one. So straight away, Captain Spettznaz is going to be heading to the left-hand flank. He is going to be coming all the way down that one line, using his speed and maneuverability to get here before anybody else, before any of his allies, in fact. And he's using his gun to great effect. Takes a hit from the A43, but he gets two back. And now it looks like this T20 is going to push right over the hill. I think he thinks that Captain Spettznaz was on his own because of the way that he was playing, but he's just completely suicide charged to his own death in an effort to try and get some damage onto Captain Spettznaz, and he actually gets nothing back whatsoever. So yeah, what a great play by that guy. Looks like the A43 still hanging around. He's got some support in the form of this KV3 now. Captain Spettznaz, his job being done on this flank for now, decides to look towards the centre. Does see a T34 trying to get some damage on his track to make sure that he is stuck in place, but it looks like he's done a good job of sticking himself kind of awkwardly half poised down that hill, jammed against a rock as he is able to get a tracking damage onto him to keep him pinned in place. He does have an automatic fire extinguisher though, so he's not going to burn for too long. And Captain Spettznaz picks up the kill on him for his first one now of the match. Does now look towards this ELC, and then also sees is that a KV13 coming charging in. I don't think he realizes the shape of the terrain as he just boops himself to death. Was flying off the cliff, and he is done now. As you can see, his allies did a great job of clearing up that KV3 and the A43, thanks to the early work that Captain Spettznaz had put in. And he switched his gun to the centre of the map to offer some support there. Now he's going to move through the centre and try and engage this AT-15A from the side. He's hopefully going to be fully occupied looking towards the Panther M10 and this Super Pershing. Looks like the SP-1C has already engaged him now. Just has a quick look to make sure he hasn't turned to look at the SP-1C. He is still looking towards the front, and that's because his track's been eliminated. Captain Spettznaz is able to get one shot through his side out of two. This thing has very, very strong armor, even when you're firing at the sides and the rear. And he gets taken out now by the Panther M10, and it's time to move on towards the base. And this game isn't quite as much of a whitewash as you may think it is based on how things have gone on this flank. The other flank hasn't gone very well at all. The game's fairly even at 9 kills to 7. And in fact, that Jagdpanther's already started a base capture. Actually, it looks like he was just driving through on his way to find the artillery. It's probably going to have to start making a move real soon. Captain Spettznaz moving around the back of the enemy spawn area, trying to find their artillery. Already got himself over 2,000 points of damage. Does find the FV. So he's just going to back himself up. Get some damage onto this guy as he sits in the water. Looks like the FV is resigned to his fate as he just takes it on the chin. He gets taken out by the SP-1C, and now it's the time for the allies to move back towards the centre. Try and help out their allies that have gone back to defend the base. This STA-1 and the Super Pershing already making moves to go back to help out the base. Allied SP-1C starts a base capture, but this KV4 hoves into view. He is going to make short work of an SP-1C, but it looks like the KV4 gets caught out in the open by Captain Spettznaz, who switches to APCR ammunition, and to be honest, I don't blame him at all, because this thing has ridiculous armor on the sides and the rear. He's going to use his speed and agility to his advantage, just makes that KV4 miss. He's just going to rock forwards and backwards. Looks like he takes a shot from the side, probably from that T29. It's all the way in the back. That was quite an audacious shot. And you can see he's using his speed and agility to great effect here. He's just taking out this KV4. The SP1C did take out his track, so he's able just to take him out now. The KV4 resigned to his fate, starts to traverse his gun towards the SP1C, but it was way too late for that. And he gets eliminated. Didn't get any damage whatsoever onto Captain Spettznaz, and Captain Spettznaz takes over 1,100 hit points away from him. And that is getting towards the end of the battle now. The Allies have done a great job here because the game was fairly even all the way through. But then thanks to the track back by the Super Pershing and the STA-1, they were able to get back and defend the base. And the Allies have just been able to claw a victory, a lead away from this one. Gets a great shot on that T-29. He just says nope and tries to back off. Gets a beautiful lucky shot onto his track to take it out. And the T-29's just like, nope, I'm out of here. Uses his repair kit to drop back into safety. And now the Vultures are going to descend. The T-29 is all that is left. Everybody is going to head in. There's 14 kills to 10. And the Allies have done a great job of just opening up a lead out of this fairly even game and getting themselves into sight of victory. And that is the GG and the victory. So awesome replay there by Captain Spettznaz, picking himself up almost 4,000 points of damage, 2 kills, but really showing his skill in the Cromwell. Heading straight down the #1 line, picking up some very early damage on the enemy tanks, and then switching his attention towards the middle to help his allies clear a path through there. And then from there, find the artillery, eliminate that, and then move back to the center of the map to mop up who was left. So awesome game played there by you. Thank you very much for sending that one in. And like I said, guys, don't forget to stick around, because there is another Cromwell replay coming right up. And welcome to our second Cromwell replay. This one is from the user Like Girls, and it's a standard battle on the cliff. So this one, unlike the previous replay, is a tier 7 game, not a tier 8. But still, this is a fantastically well played game by Like Girls. I'm not going to spoiler it too much, but just rest assured that you should enjoy this one. So straight away, Like Girls is going to be using his maneuverability and speed to get down the 1-2 line quicker than anybody else. Going to cut to the right and move up the little rise here. Going to try and probably do some early scouting, get some eyes on who he can. Nobody getting spotted just yet. Looks like nobody's coming to this location yet. Not seeing anybody at all. Does see an ARL 44 to his left. Got to be aware that if he comes around the corner, he may get spotted out and then hit by artillery. It looks like nobody coming into view just yet. Being very patient here. Just waiting it out, as he knows that somebody will either make the mistake of moving down here or moving across his field of vision. Does see a T-29. Unable to get a shot on him as he just disappears behind the terrain there. But he is going to be able to get a hit on him now. It's a lovely shot through his side. Going to maybe go for a second. T-29 does stop. He gets lit up. So Like Girls is going to fall back. Does have a T-29 coming up on his left-hand side. Looks like he's taken a few hits already. Maybe from that ARL 44 on the OI. Enemy team does have a couple of E25s, and at this tier those things can be very, very dangerous. SU-100, no, sorry, KV-2 takes out the T-29, and then he himself gets taken out. So Like Girls knows that his rear is protected. Anybody who comes around that corner is going to get obliterated by all of those tank destroyers. So Like Girl's going to do what he can to try and light up the center of the map. Does see this T-37. Going to try and get a hit on him, but it's super long range. This Cromwell's gun isn't fantastically accurate. He does get lit up by somebody, so again, just going to play the safe option and fall back. Now going to spin around and have a look at this T-29. He's focusing on the Wolverine, so Like Girls is able to put one good shot, another one into his side. He now gets hit from the front, and he's going to sit here with his gun focused on Like Girls. He probably should back off, although it looks like his track is taken out. And he's going to again try and focus on somebody down the ramp there, but nobody is showing themselves up. This T-29's got such a long reload that Like Girls is able to hit him 3 times before he's able to get into safety. The Wolverine is coming forward now to try and get some damage on him as well. And the T-29 is in an awkward position now. He can't really back off because Light Girls is just going to come and pummel him with shots. But he can't really go forward either because there's too many people there. Going to keep switching his gun between targets. And now he starts to back off, and that's probably his mistake. But he probably should do. If he backs off and fires, he's going to get hit by Light Girls as he makes his retreat. So his only real choice there would have been to come forward and try and hit that Wolverine. Although it did look like he did hit the Wolverine. So there's really nothing he could really do there. Maybe he could have come in and tried to turret hug the Cromwell, but the Cromwell's just too quick and maneuverable. Basically, he just got caught out in the middle of nowhere with nothing really to do. Finds an SU-85. SU-85 has already fired, and fired again. Takes out the Wolverine, but Light Girl should be able to finish him off for kill number 2. Is taking a hit from something that's firing very quickly, so that's possibly the T-37 or the E-25. Both E-25s are dead, so that's probably the T-37. Both artillery shells land right next to him, but he gets away with that one. And the Allied team is losing at the moment, 7 kills to 9. SU-85 raging in the chat there. Light Girl's going to try and get some eyes on some of these tank destroyers, but most of them playing pretty cagey. Does proxy spot the OI, but it means he's also been proxy spotted, and the artillery's already focusing this area. So he's going to fall back. There we go. Takes a hit from the artillery, just like we said. ARL-44 comes into view, but luckily Light Girls is safely hidden behind the corpse of that T-29. Does get a shot on the ARL, but doesn't do anything, because he has to now move back towards his own base to try and defend the artillery and defend against the cap. But this T-37 comes hammering into view now. Light Girls has got to play this one carefully because the T-37 is in a much better position. He fires and misses. Light Girls gets a good hit on him, takes a shot, but he should be able to take him out with the alpha that he's got, and he does indeed. That's kill number 3, but it leaves him with 23 hit points. There was a very well played duel there from Light Girls, forcing the T-37 to miss one of his shots, which meant that he then had the advantage and was able to take out his counterpart. Now going to focus on this E2. Not quite got the alpha to take him out. Now he's going to focus on the A44. He's only got 300 health left. Light Girl's going to try and move to a different location. And hopefully the A44 is going to forget about him. He's going to come forward, try and spot the A44. Their artillery has been taken out now. Still losing this one, 11 kills to 13. The enemy team has some decent tanks left, one of them being this A44. Staying safe behind this rock. He knows he's taking some fire from this side, so he's going to try and remain hidden as long as possible. They do also have the SU-122-44, which can be a very, very dangerous tank, especially when he comes around the corner. And the Tiger 1 gets eliminated from the SU-100Y. Light Girls reckons that the SU-122-44 is going to be pushing forward. He is indeed. He gets a shot, takes him out for kill number 4. The artillery lands, but it's not quite enough. He remains alive with his 23 hit points intact. So he knew that the SU-122-44 was going to move up after the Tiger 1 died, so he was poised, waiting to shoot him. He can't really hang around too long on this flank trying to get the A44, though, because we know that SU-100Y is coming. What a beautiful shot to take out his track. 1 or 2 more good hits should be enough to take him out. Just 1 more hit is all it should need. No, that one just missed. No idea where that shot went. That one missed as well. That one looked like it may have ricocheted, actually, because just to the right-hand side of the screen, it looked like the shell moved. Light Girls knows that he can't hang around too long, though, because this SU-100Y should be upon him real soon. He was almost certainly moving down. There he is. There he goes. Hello, goodbye, sir. That's kill number 5. Now he's got to be careful of this A44 and the S51. The A44 has played a fantastic game so far. It's either going to be a Top Gun medal for Light Girls or a Top Gun medal for the A44. One of them is going to live forever in glory. The other fade into obscurity. The A44 plays his hand. A little bit of a risky move by him, showing himself to be in the cap circle. Light Girls is going to come back, see if he can get some eyes on the cap circle. From this position, I'm not sure he will be. Not quite seeing anything. Nowhere to be found. This A44 is around here somewhere. He's going to move to a different position behind a different bush. Going to see if he can get some eyes on him. To be honest, if I was this A44, I'd probably be well behind that rock to the right-hand side. You can see here. Well, there. Round about there is where I would be hiding if I was the A44. With only 20 health left. Light Girl's just making sure that he can't see him anywhere. Gingerly lowering himself down the cliff, trying to preserve as much of his 23 health as he can. As just splash damage from the artillery would take him out at this point. He's still got 23 seconds left on the cap clock, so he's got plenty of time to come in here. You can see he has switched to APCR shells. Probably, if he had some HE, there he is. He catches him cold on the side. One shot through his armor. That is it. That's a Top Gun medal. And that just leaves the S51 to take out. The shot lands. It's nowhere near. And this is probably going to be the victory for Like Girls. It's a shame he didn't have any high explosive ammunition. So that would have been a guaranteed one on the A44. But as it is, the APCR is enough to go through his side armor, take him out for kill 6. A Top Gun medal. Now he's just going to rove up the 1-2 line. Going to give it a wide berth, just to be sure. Going to come up with some bushes as cover. Because like I said, even a splash from the artillery, and especially from that S51, will be enough to take him out. Just playing it very carefully here. Moving up slowly, keeping the bushes between himself and where he thinks this S51 is going to be. Can he find him? The problem is he doesn't have the alpha damage to take out the S51 in a single shot. Finds him. He's got the corpse between himself. The S51 hasn't spotted him. First shot gets a good hit. Can the second one do some damage as well? It can indeed. Gets behind the corpse. The S51 fires. That is GG and the victory. So awesome game played there by Light Girls, picking himself up over 3,000 points of damage, 7 kills, and a well-deserved victory there. His team tried their best to throw the game at multiple opportunities, but Light Girls was just good enough on his own to pull this one back from the jaws of defeat to pull out a victory. So awesome replay from you. Thank you very much for sending that one in. Don't forget, guys, if you've got yourself a great replay, then send that into replay@screenreality.com. Link for that's in the description. I've been Maxwell. This has been a World of Tanks replay, and I will catch you guys next time.